Why freedom became more valuable than status. I think one of the biggest shifts happening right now is that freedom quietly became more valuable than status. I don't think enough people fully realize that yet, because for a long time, status was the goal. Nice title, big office, luxury car, fancy neighborhood, the appearance of success. That was the dream for a lot of people. And to be fair, for previous generations, status and stability were kind of connected. If somebody had, a good corporate job or a nice house, a retirement plan, a predictable career path, that usually meant security also. But I think something changed over the last 10 years, especially after COVID, inflation, remote work, layoffs, social media, all of it. I think people started realizing a lot of things that look successful externally don't always feel good internally. You had people making great money completely burned out. People with impressive careers but zero flexibility. People living in beautiful houses but financially stressed every month trying to maintain that lifestyle. And I think a lot of people quietly started asking themselves, wait, what am I actually chasing here? Because freedom hits differently once you experience even a small amount of it. Freedom of time, freedom of location, freedom to say no, freedom to leave a bad situation, to spend time with your kids, to not panic every time the economy changes. That stuff started becoming way more valuable than just looking important. And by the way, if you guys are into conversations like this, investing, real estate, leverage, financial mindset, how the economy is shifting, definitely follow along, hit the like and subscribe button, because I want to start talking about this kind of stuff a lot more. Because I think the psychology around money is changing rapidly right now. And honestly, I think younger generations see this shift very clearly. And that's why so many people today are chasing, entrepreneurship, investing, remote income, real estate, online businesses, multiple income streams. I don't even think it's purely about getting rich anymore. I think for a lot of people, it's about creating optionality. That's the word, optionality. The ability to control your life a little more, because the old model was basically trade almost all of your time for financial security. And now I think people are questioning whether that trade-off is worth it anymore, especially when inflation keeps rising, layoffs happen fast, companies restructure, constantly, technology changes industries overnight. People started realizing loyalty doesn't always guarantee safety anymore. And once people realize that, they'll start valuing flexibility differently. That's one reason I think real estate became so attractive to people as well, not just because of appreciation or wealth building, but because cash flowing assets can create flexibility over time. And I think that's what a lot of people are really chasing underneath all of this. Not Ferraris, not, Instagram status, but breathing room. That's the real luxury now, having, some type of margin in your life. And what's interesting is I think this shift also changed how people define success entirely. Because years ago, success was often, how impressive does your life look? Now I think more people are asking, how does your life actually feel? Are you happy? That's a completely different question. Somebody working remotely from a quiet place they love with flexibility, lower stress, cash flow, time with family, may genuinely be happier than somebody making twice the money living under constant pressure. And I think social media accidentally exposed this too. People got a front row seat watching burnout, stress, fake lifestyles, debt-fueled status, constant comparison, keeping up with the Joneses online. And I think a lot of people quietly stopped admiring it, because eventually you realize some people look rich but have absolutely no freedom. And other people built lives with, flexibility, ownership, peace, without needing everybody else's validation. And personally, I think freedom is becoming one of the most valuable assets a person can build now. Freedom of time, freedom of income, freedom of choice, freedom of lifestyle, because the economy changed. And I think that people are slowly realizing that true wealth may actually have less to do with status and more to do with control over your own life.